Michael, it was, he had all kinds of issues, and, there was a lot of strangeness. And the bottom line, though, he was a very sweet guy. He was a lovely guy who had just unbelievable, death by celebrity, I think is a saying. But to have that kind of talent, the guy was incredible, I mean, it's so silly I'm getting upset, but he was an extraordinary, forgive me. I apologize. It's not like me. He was very, very clearly something about Michael touched people, and regardless of all the jokes and all the eccentricities and odd behaviors and wackiness, the truth is, it's amazing. I'm very privileged. I'm very lucky to have collaborated with an artist like that, someone so amazing. And it's not fair, He's only 50. It's not fair. I'm very upset. I feel stupid. I'm sorry. Mike was nuts, but he was terribly sweet. I mean, he was a genuinely caring person. And he's someone who was denied a childhood, who tried to, you've heard all the Peter Pan analogies, and you grow up like that in front of the camera. It's weird. People ask me, what's it like working with Michael Jackson? And when we made Thriller, Michael was 20, and it was like working with an incredibly gifted 10-year-old. And in no way do I mean that as a criticism. It was, he had real, he was emotionally stunted. I don't know. He's certainly someone who wore his heart on his sleeve, let's put it that way. And he always made me laugh. I always made him laugh. And I was always able to say, Mike, what the hell are you doing? That's too weird for me, And he would laugh. He'd dismiss it. Oh, John, he'd say. After Thriller, we went to Disney World. And I have this photograph in my library I really treasure, which is a really silly photo of Michael. Well, it's Michael Jackson, Mickey Mouse, and me. The guy took like 2 pictures when I heard this deafening noise. And I looked and I saw the security guy, this big guy, freaking out, talking into his microphone. And I thought, what is it? And I turned around. And I don't know how to explain it. It's the only time in my lifetime I was truly terrified. I thought, we're dead. And it was a sea of people. So, I mean, they completely surrounded this island of grass. They were held back by this little chain. And when I say a sea of people, people as far as you could see in every direction, thousands of people. I don't know how many people, but thousands of people, all of whom were hysterical. The kind of hysterical like Beatle, Elvis, Sinatra hysterical. I mean, they were Michael Jackson hysterical. And I looked and I thought, oh my God. And it got louder and the screaming. I mean, you had to shout to hear the person next to you because of the screaming. And they were, like there. And, at Disney World and Disneyland, the characters in those costumes are never allowed to speak. And, Mickey looks at me and goes, I realized, if Mickey's scared. And I don't know how long it was, but from nowhere, this Cadillac limousine, I'll never forget it. I don't know where it came from, just Disney magic, this Cadillac limousine. And the security people grabbed Mickey, Michael, and me, all 3 of us, threw us into this car with Mickey's giant head. We're like, so there's Mickey, Michael, and me thrown into this car, and they slammed the doors. And the chains broke, and it was like the ocean. It was like surf. This wall of people came, like, the Sorcerer's Apprentice, like, around the car. And Mickey and I are just plotzing. The driver was going, I don't know what to do. I said, don't drive. You'll kill somebody. And Michael was like, hi, hello. I'm totally not fazed. I think Michael would have loved what people said. I mean, people spoke very eloquently, sometimes over the top, but, Michael was over the top, so it was very moving. It was great. I'm very impressed with the whole thing. I'm glad I went.